You too. Crazy word, baby.
Yo, that's crazy.
What up, YouTube? Big T Heavy Bag TV, man. If you don't get your goofy ass in here and hit the bag. All right, man, listen. Liam Paro, Richardson, Hitchins. I really like this fight. This weekend's going down in Puerto Rico. The return of Liam Paro. This is somebody who went in the backyard of the boogeyman himself, Subriel Matias, pulled off an incredible, definitive win, in my opinion, pulled out all of the tricks out of that toolbox to get that W. And to me, he's looked spectacular. I think about the Montana Love fight. I think about the Subriel Matias fight. Two different styles. That means to me, Paro has the ability to adapt. Great footwork, in my opinion. Respectable power. He can hurt you. And he's crafty, right? He's got some IQ, and I think he's been able to show that. And now you have this 18-0 with only 7 knockouts, Richardson Hitchins, who's a bit pillow-fisted in my opinion, but does have enough power to buzz you. What worries me for Paro is the footwork, right? I do believe he's going to Hitchins is going to come into this fight with the better footwork, the quicker hand speed, and will he be able to cut off that ring, right? Will he be able to get him to shell up? Will he be able to get him against the ropes to do some rope work? It's going to be a tough task. Now, when you look at Hitchins' last performance against a Gustavo Lemos, and a lot of people felt like, Lemos could have gotten a nod in that fight. Shout out my guy Keyshawn for making short second round work out of Lemos. But you had to give Lemos a ton of credit in that Hitchins fight. And then when you have a fight like that, you learn a lot from it, from a youngin' like Hitchins. And I think you come out of that with more to prove. I think he's fueled up for this bout with, of course, Liam Paro. I think it's now or never for him in his mind. You have to get rid of that stain of your previous performance, even though you were the winner in that competition. You want to look even better moving forward. And listen, this is his very first world title fight, right? Paro, and shout out to Paro, the Australian kid, man, 25-0, 15 knockouts. His first world title fight versus Subriel Matias, a beast, somebody who's killed somebody in the ring. He goes in there, he takes that crown, he takes the IBF crown, and his follow-up performance versus somebody like a Richardson Hitchins is just no slack, right? Listen, Hitchins got this deal with Eddie Hearn for a reason. And I do believe he has a tremendous skill set. I think he has a deep bag at the end of the day. Boxers, in my opinion, are always the most formidable opponents, right? And I think Hitchins has everything it takes to go in there and take this IBF scrap off of Paro. All right, bottom line, and vice versa. All right, if I'm being completely honest, Paro has the tools and is equipped with the tools to go in there and, in my opinion, knock Richardson Hitchins' ass out. So to me, I think it's going to depend on what style you like better. Do you believe Paro can get in there and cut off the ring, get him to shell up, do that rope work with him? And for Richardson Hitchins, can you stay on the back foot? Can you be extremely accurate? Can you confuse him with the footwork? Can you outland him using your hand speed? Can you use your advantages in this particular bout? And like I say, Paro has adapted, right? So there's a good chance we could see him adapt to Richardson Hitchins' style and what he brings that night. Extremely interesting fight, man. Hopefully you guys are going to be tuned in for this one. I most definitely will. But I got to say this. It's always hard not to roll with the boxers. And in this particular one, and don't get me wrong, I believe Paro's a boxer puncher himself, but I think Richardson Hitchins is just a pure boxer, not a ton of power. He's going to look to land and get out of the way. And I think he has the physical ability to do so. Maybe not athletically superior, But I do believe the speed aspect of it will come into play in this particular fight. And I think that is what excels for him in this fight. It's going to be, in my opinion, a dramatic difference in hand speed. And I think that probably gets him over the hump. And I know a lot of people going to disagree. Listen, I like Paro too. I'm not going to be surprised if he goes in here and he knocks Richardson Hitchins out. But I'm not going to ride the fence either. I'm going to roll with the pure boxer in this particular matchup. Definitely want to know your thoughts, man. Great card or great main event going down in Puerto Rico this weekend. Jaleel Hackett's on this card as well, too, man. So we definitely want to pay attention. All right, that's all I got for y'all on this one, man. Big T.O. heavy bag. Talk to him, Roger.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.